Hey guys, welcome to Attack Career. My name is Sergey Ross. This is a mini course that I prepared for you where I will be talking about how to find a job, how to become more self aware, where you know where you're strong in, and also how to develop the mindset that is extremely successful, that successful people have, so you are able to break through all the barriers and all the challenges and all the rejection that comes with the job search. I also give you the very latest strategies and tactics. How are you able to reach out to employers at scale? How are you able to sell yourself and be confident when you meet employers face to face? You prepare what sort of things you need to say. How do you pitch yourself? How do you do an interview, and how do you prepare for an interview? What do you need to do with your resume? So what happens is, after you complete all the stages, there's no other way for an employer than to hire you, because you have done all the work. You went way beyond what was required. You took action, and the only way for them is to hire you. So I'm super excited to have you guys here today. Let me just go in and talk a little bit about the structure of the program. How did I create it? And essentially, the way that Attack Career is built is it looks at three stages of different areas, and one of them is mindset, because I believe that people who are super successful, the 1%, they think differently, they visualize differently, they have different beliefs that does not limit them. They know that they can achieve a lot of things. They know that they can go and get the jobs, and they know that they can achieve certain results. Those are the businessmen, those are the athletes, those are the musicians and people who are extremely successful. And I think in every achievement in life, it is absolutely important to have the tools, to have the ability to be stronger and to be able to break the barriers that we are confined with, that are based on our reality or our perception of the reality. So we'll spend quite a bit of time talking about it, and I'll give you some tools how to change that, and where you become much better performance, really. I spent time on talking about sales and networking, but I think this is a big part, and I spend a lot of time on it and give you some specific strategies how to pitch yourself, how to prepare for networking meetings, and so you are able to leverage those things a lot and extensively, and you're able to connect with employers at a massive scale. So there's not a chance you will not be able to get the job that you want. And the self-awareness. Self-awareness is so important. What kind of job do you want? Why do you want this job? Where you are strong in? Are you good in math, or are you good in design? And then I'll help you, guide you through this self-awareness part, because I strongly believe that you have to do things that you are strong in, not things where you are not great in. I'm not good in math. I'm not going to do math. I want to show you and validate your mission, what kind of things that you are going after, what is really driving you. And if you know it, amazing, but we will go through it and you are able to validate this. So you are much more successful, not only in this job search, but in your career. And you are very successful in your life, because I always like to look at things super long term. So this is how we structure that, how I structure the program. The mindset makes you unstoppable. Sales and networking makes you able to connect with employers at scale. Self-awareness makes you able to find the job that you really want and build a career where you're excited to jump out of bed every single day. So it's way more than just looking for a job. Now, so the way that I look at the sales, and this is just a quick preview, is we start with the industry. We identify where do you want to look for a job. You look for certain companies, right, that you will be targeting, and then you identify prospects that you'd like to connect with. You have coffee meetings, you do personal projects, and you get referrals to human resources where you'll be able to connect with them. And then you have certain number of interviews, you get the job offer, you get the dream career. Now, this is just a quick overview of what it looks like. There's a lot more that goes into it. And the sales process essentially is just building a relationship and having friends. That's what it is. It's not really to get something out of people. It's just to really deliver value and learn more and build friends. and that's how I structured it. Phone conversations are a part of that. It's not the big part. It's something that you could do. It's not necessarily something that you absolutely have to. But networking is a big one, and also how do you build a personal brand? This is also a super important one. But it is relentlessly practical. I do not do any things that are theory based. This is something that you can do and go and do right away. So it's instant, and you are able to see results much quicker. So how does the job search look like? You shortlist employers that fit your goals. You direct message them. You do it on LinkedIn, Instagram, Medium, whatever it is, and I'll show you how you do. You can do phone call or email. You can use a bunch of tools for that as well. Then you go into a coffee meet and you pitch yourself. I spend a lot of time talking about how to do that, what kind of questions you ask, how do you pique interest, how do you able to get the referrals that are important, how do you do projects, how do you show your portfolio, how do you get testimonials, and then you potentially might do pre-interview projects after that, so you're able to deliver value and show that to the employer that you can actually do the work that you are applying for. And then after that, you apply for a position through a known contact, so you get contacted right away. And you are the very first person out there, not the last, or not, you are not in the pile, you're the very first top candidate instantly because you did all the work. So there's quite a lot of steps. This is just a brief overview of the way that I structured it. And then I also show you some tactics, as I mentioned, and really, really cool tactics. How do you reach out to employers at scale? How do you leverage LinkedIn as an ultimate database? Because LinkedIn has some pretty incredible tools that very few people use, like Sales Navigator, like Linked Helper, which allows you to run automated scripts for friend requests, for LinkedIn emails, for auto profile visits, where you are able to extract other people's profiles, put it in a CSV file, and then get the emails, run email campaigns at scale. So you can able do things like send 100 friend requests a day. You can send 100 LinkedIn emails a day. You're able to send hundreds messages, 100 emails per day. And those are all very targeted. So I'll show you how to do that. And it works so well that you are able to get massive results very quickly. And you get prepared, and there's just not a chance you are not able to get the job. This is a 100% winning strategy. Now, I also give you some things how to send, what kind of templates to use for LinkedIn email. In this case, I'm saying something like, hey, I'm Sergey, a tech marketer. I'm determined to transition to product management at the company similar to this. Love to ask for your help and advice on the space and the work you do at Symbility. Would you be free for a 10-minute phone conversation? I understand you're busy, so I'd happy to do a phone call and ask a few questions if that's more convenient. So these are some kind of templates that I use. It is not the only one. I give you suggestions on the subject lines that are tested, and I've personally tested them. My friends tested them. Other people who took the program have tested them. And the ones that are really good, something like a dot. So why would a dot be a good subject line? We think this is ridiculous. Well, the reason for that is because the LinkedIn has a certain experience. There's certain experience in the software when you send a LinkedIn email. And sometimes when you have a subject line, people who are busy, they like, oh, that's just another crap from somebody from sales or from a HR, somebody who's trying to get me and try to get me for another role. When you put a dot, you don't know. This thing, you don't know, you need to open it. It shows you this notification, but you need to open to see what's in it. That's how you get more open rates. It's just another thing. There's quite a lot of tactical things that I show you that work real well. And on the grand scheme of things, so we start with the mindset. Mindset, super important. Then we go all the way down to the dot. So you can see how many things we cover. We cover every single thing. I do not leave anything on the table. I want to make sure that you are absolutely super successful there. So phone script, if you want to jump on the phone, I sometimes recommend that. It could be another strategy that could work. And I also give you a script because I used to work in B2B sales before. So this is a script that actually is very applicable and it works well. So you could try using that as well. Now, I also give you a templates for the pre-interview email, for the pre-interview project. For example, if you are doing something to show the value for your company, you can use the template for your project that you did. For example, if you are a designer, maybe you want to create a few mock-ups for the company you'd like to apply for. I give you a template that works well, so you could send it over to your employers. So these are just the few things that give you a better chance and easier, so you don't have to come up with it. It's already there. It's very easy to apply and start executing. So something that I really strongly believe in is when you are prepared, you do not need luck. You know exactly what to do. You follow the right steps. You know this is the most efficient way. And with the tech career, this is the process that I designed, and I was able to get I was able to get meetings with top tech companies like Salesforce, Dell, HP, Oracle, Microsoft, and it happened very quickly. Everybody wanted to meet with me. I was able to get a lot of offers from tech companies, even though I didn't have a ton of experience. That was a while ago, and then this strategy is way more refined, and I added a lot of different things that make a huge difference to keep you in a peak condition, to keep you emotionally in the right condition when you are not afraid of rejection or not afraid of somebody telling you no, we're not going to hire you. And it does deliver superior results. This is the most important thing, because you will find a lot of advice online. You'll find a lot of advice for free. It's easy, and some of it will be good, but you want to get good results, and you want to get good results quickly. So it takes also less time. Okay, so if you are looking for a job search and if you have a position that is really good, usually it takes about 4 to 6 months. With this program, you're able to shorten that and compress your time by about 2 to 3 months. So that's a significant amount of time. It is a significant amount of money you're able to save by getting the role quicker and by following the right strategy instead of figuring it out what's working or what's not working, because you'll never know. You have to try it out. It has a clear winning strategy. This is super important because you'll find there's lots of different ways how you can do that. You can apply traditionally, never hear back. Maybe you'll hear back, but the job won't be as good. Or you can test it yourself. It takes also a lot of time, and I did it myself for at least 6 months some time ago. It didn't really go well. Or you can use something that is already effective and works incredibly well, and you can start getting results in weeks instead of wasting a lot of time. And when I say results, I mean results for the companies that you want to work for that are really good, that are the best in tech or the best in any other industry that you are targeting. It has significant second and third order consequences. What I really mean by that, and I should have been here more clear, is it has the potential to change your career completely and change your life. Because if you go for a role that you've done all the self-awareness tests and you identify that this is what you want to do, you like the company, you did the work to understand their culture, then the chances you of being super happy and developing your career and are very high. And that makes a big difference in your life, because we are driven by purpose. Every single person has a purpose in their life. And if you have a big enough purpose and you feel a sense of fulfillment, if you feel a sense of being emotionally happy in your role, then you achieve something. And what you achieved is very interesting. There's 3 stages how you identify your career. There's a job, which most people have, which sucks. It means that, oh, it's a Monday, it sucks, it's the worst day, and I have to go to work. Or it is a Friday, and people say it's a happy Friday. It's bullshit. It doesn't really. When you have a job, when you have a job that you love, it doesn't matter if whether it's a Friday or whether it's a Monday. You want to be with your team. You want to work with this in this great environment. So number 1, job, not a great option. Number 2, there's a career. There's a few people who are able to develop a career which is better, where they get a sense of fulfillment, where they get some satisfaction, but they're not fully there. They like it, but they can't call it something more than just a career. It's good. They are proud. Their family, friends are proud what they do, but that's where it ends. And there's a third category, the most important category, where the very few people are. It's called the calling. It's something that where you know that this is where you belong, and this is there's something that whatever happens, you're still going to be doing, and you are absolutely on it. You're super excited to jump into that role every single day and do this. And the way to test it is that when you go on vacation and you go to your island or to the mountains and you spend 2 weeks there, and then you come back and then you run to the office. You want to be in that office. You want to be with your team. And if you get that feeling, that's when you know that you achieved something remarkable and your life will be very fulfilling and filled with different experiences. And experience is what really matters, because that's how we get different emotional states. So this is what the program is about. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. I'm happy to answer more questions. I do follow about 15 lessons. It is an 8-day program, so there's about 5.5, maybe 6 hours of content, and again, very applicable and very practical. Let me know what you think if you have any questions, but this is it, and thank you guys for watching.